What is up, everyone? JD here. I hope you're all doing well today. Got a little bit of a different type of video for you. We're going to be checking out Satudave's Sebenza. Normally I do like a full-on review, but I've had quite a few, at least I feel like quite a few Chris Reeve knives to where I've got a good handle on them, and I really like this one. I think this is the ebony wood, and Dave, you can leave a comment down below if I got that wrong. Go ahead and correct me. I'll pin it to the top for anyone else that comes through to look at this one here. It is not going to be a review, but I am going to give you my impressions on a fancy Sebenza because I've never seen one. Everything that I've had from Chris Reeve has been the plain Jane versions because those are usually what I can afford. These here tend to most of the time get up in price a little bit higher than I'm willing to spend on the knife. What I will do for you though is I'll go ahead and throw some size comparison knives out here while we're talking about the knife, and then I'll talk a little bit about what Dave did to this one to make it a little bit different, a little bit more friendly for him to carry. So there you can see against the Demco and the Shaman, and then I'll bring the bug out here so you can have a look at that one, and then I will bring the Sig K320 by Hogue out here so you can have a look at that one as well. So hopefully these are helping you as far as size references are concerned. Here's some budget alternatives for those on a budget, because we all start there. We absolutely all start there. Here is the Raccoon and the Conspirator. You can see the Conspirator is pretty close to a full-sized Sebenza. I think this is the 31. I forgot to ask him if it was the 21 or the 31. I think the 21s have the hole in them, but I'm not sure when it comes to the fancier versions if that's the case. And I don't think he puts the blade steel anywhere that you can see on it. I had a plain Jane 31 with S45VN. I currently have the Umenzon, full-sized Umenzon, and S45VN. I've had the Nkosi and S45VN, and I really just love Chris Reeve knives. I think they're extremely well made. I love their smooth, deliberate action and the build quality and the fit and finishes on everything that you see with Chris Reeve's knives. So this one, it looks like it almost could be glass blasted, because I think this is sand blasted, and you can see a little bit different in the color that it's different. Texture wise, the glass blast feels smoother, if that's what this is. I think it is. You can let me know down in the comments, those are more familiar. Now the inlay here is really interesting. I like the inlay on it because it actually takes the knife and makes it feel more chunky, which is what one of my issues was with my Sebenza. The Sebenza felt more thin to me in hand than the Umenzon, so the Umenzon actually was my preferred knife to keep over the Sebenza. The Sebenza with the inlays though now feels chunkier. I really like how this feels in hand. It's actually pretty comfortable. Now, I believe these are called the connector tie thumb studs on here. Dave sent them along because he wanted me to check them out. What I don't remember about this knife before he did the mod, if it was a single or a dual lug. So I'm not 100% sure if that's an upgrade that he got there, and I don't know. Yeah, you could probably open it. Yeah, you could open it left-handed. It puts a little bit of pressure on the lock bar for the initial kick out, but you could absolutely do it left-handed with those. I like these thumb studs. They're definitely way more comfortable than the stock thumb studs that come on the Sebenza. Those things are extremely pokey. These kind of remind me, and I don't have a Deca in my inventory currently, they kind of remind me a little bit of the Deca thumb studs. They have the actual milling here on the rings, and then they have kind of like the, I don't know what you would call them, but I would just call it the machining on the outside as well. Those are really nice. They help so that you can get plenty of grip, and it feels really comfortable. Actually, I bet, yeah, even if you wanted to put your finger, if you like to open it with your finger directly on the top, that's really comfortable, and so is getting underneath of it. This is really nice. I like this one a lot. I think I would go with the micarta. I like the ebony wood. This is really cool looking, but I think for me personally, I think I would get the glass and the micarta. I'm not really sure if they do a carbon fiber inlay. I don't think that they do. I think they just do micarta and they do some woods. I think that's really it, as far as I know. Really cool knife though, and again, I know this is a little bit different. I'm not trying to do a full-on review. I have my Sebenza 31 review. I will link it somewhere on here for you on YouTube so that you can check out my review to see what you think. I noticed that he also, I don't know if his came without the lanyard, but I also removed the lanyard eventually as well. And what I have found with that being out, like for me it does, the meat here does want to land on that. I don't know if that would necessarily be the case, but I think it does clean up the knife, so I kind of like it better without it. At first I left it on there because I was like, oh, I don't really want to take it off because it's a Chris Reeve knife feature, but really I think it looks cleaner without it, to be honest with you. I think the serial number is on the inside. I was just looking on the inside to see if it said the blade steel, but I really don't see that. This is really cool, and I dig the thumb stud mod 100%. I think that is really, really nice. Sorry, I had to stop there. I noticed a little bit of dirt in there, and I wanted to represent this as nicely as possible. But anyway, thanks, Dave, for sending this along for me to check out, man. The thumb studs on this are really, really cool. I appreciate getting to check this out because I've always kicked the tires on the micarta inlay versions of the Sebenza, and being that it's as thick or feels as chunky as the Umanzan in hand, I like that because it's skinnier here, and that's what I didn't like. I didn't like how it kind of ramps down and all of a sudden it feels so skinny here, and those inlays help make it feel a little bit more chunky in hand, so I like that a lot. Anyway, feel free to check out Satudave Dave's channel and its Instagram, especially if you like those big bruisers, heavyweight knives. He's got you covered, and I like listening to his blogs and watching some of the work and customizing that he does on the knives that he brings in through the channel at times. Thanks again. If you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, leave a like, consider subscribing if you're not already subscribed. Thanks to everyone that is subscribed, leaving likes and comments on the regular. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you have a fantastic week. Until next time, peace.